you were alarmed by the settlers' violence in the West Bank to the degree that you put sanction on them. Are you equally alarmed and disturbed by the Israeli army torture of Palestinians? There is immersion pictures that's horrifying. I'm sure you've seen this picture, but one of them is basically an Israeli soldier, and this is what we know of through the social media. You must have seen this picture. This soldier has been identified as, his name is Josy Gamzu, and he is from the Nahal Brigade. This is a clear violation of international law, of the Geneva Convention, etc. So just equally as much as the violence of the settlers, this is the violence of an Israeli soldier. This is an Israeli army that's an ally of the United States. This is acceptable to you, and what you do to hold these people accountable. This is what we know from the social media. The guy himself published this picture. Imagine the things that we don't know.
Thanks for your question, Nadia. So first, as it relates to our sanctions, you're absolutely right. Peaceability and security in the West Bank is of utmost importance to us, and those participating in activities or actions that detract from that make the West Bank more destabilizing and risk the security situation, that is of course of great concern to us, and that's why you saw the United States take appropriate action last week. In relation to the image that you shared, I've not seen that image specifically, but obviously it is it's deeply troubling. I have no knowledge or information as it relates to the circumstances surrounding that incident, and I will leave it to the IDF to speak to those specific situations, but we have been clear to them that the respect for basic human rights, the respect for humanitarian law needs to be respected, and those who do not comply with that need to be held accountable.
So if I share this information with you, would you raise it with the Israelis? I'm happy to raise
I'm not going to get into specific situations here, Nadia. This is not a operation that the United States is conducting. But when it comes to the impact on civilians, the treatment of civilians, the things that we see, not just in social media, but elsewhere, in our conversations with people on the ground, in our assessments with things on the ground, we raise those issues with the Israelis, and will continue to do so.